Don't forget to check us out on Patreon, where you'll receive exclusive content to videos that are not available on YouTube. And for those of you that like the one video instead of the 2 video format, you get that as well.
Bam.
For $1.
Bam.
It's $1 a month.
Yep. I think we're cooler than a bag of Cheetos.
You can't even get that for $1.
Hey, that's true. Not hot Cheetos, though. Only like regular Cheetos.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. We hope to see you there. What's up, guys? We're back with another one. You broke us down. Emails, Twitter, Facebook. Invincible. I know y'all gonna hit the whole
Two
album.
Army's Invincible.
They wanted the whole album, though.
Yeah,
they wanted like, well, when is the whole album? Y'all need to do the whole album.
Yeah.
Can't do the whole album, guys. Can't do
bruh.
it, man.
Last song. This is the last song we were doing on Fear Inoculum.
Numa. That shit. Man, that is. I play that every day.
Yeah.
I play not every day.
Numa
That's a
is-
lie, but I play that all the time when I'm in the gym.
Yeah.
That's in the rotation in the gym.
Seriously. That song is on constant rotation for both me and Ryan.
God,
we love that song.
They destroyed that.
And Tool Army, man, like Ryan was saying, like we were just saying, man, you guys have been very, very consistent with just trying to get us to get this song done specifically. This one and the last song, I forgot the name of it. Tempest.
Tempest,
Tempest,
yeah.
I believe.
Like,
These
like-
two.
Like
you
a
know,
7 and shit.
Yeah,
The way they spell it.
Exactly. Those 2 songs, man, have just been, we've getting so many requests, man. Even throughout all of our marathons, they're like, just fuck the marathon.
Yeah.
Fuck the classic rock marathon, Tool, please. Fuck the thrash, fuck the classic rock, Tool, grunge, fuck that. So we've been getting so many requests for these 2 songs. And kudos to Tool for building such an intense fan base, man, that love them the way they do. So we decided to go ahead and just do this one, man, for you guys on Christmas.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're not actually filming on Christmas, but we're going to deliver it to you on Christmas. So, Merry Christmas. So let's get into this one. Tool, Invincible off the Fear Inoculum album. Let's rock. I just love the way.
Longing truth and soul, longing for another wind.
I like the melody. It shows.
Lurching to the fray, weapon out and belly in. A warrior struggling to remain consequential. Low, loud, bold and proud. Where I'm in.
I love the melody in this, man. I love the melody.
Yeah.
But here I am.
I love the way that I don't know if Maynard wrote this, whatever. It's a team. It's always
Right.
a team effort from Tool. The way that they wrote this melody, when he said "bellow aloud," the way he sung that
It's beautiful, right?
was beautiful, man. So yeah,
I don't know if I said this at the beginning, guys. I've heard this song a couple of times because
Oh.
it's just no way for me to get around that. You know?
I've stayed away from this one because I knew that this was a huge request. Ryan heard it. I haven't heard
Yeah.
it, so.
But I will say though, man, when we're doing the song in this setting, guys, I'm really trying to pick out the little nuances and things like that without that I wouldn't have heard just in passing and listening to it, you know, on my personal time. And one of the things that I think is interesting about Tool, man, is number one, they take you on this journey, right? But number two, the way that this song started, you never really know where the vibe is gonna take you, because I feel like their music is so like emotional that you're like, okay, how are they going to approach this song? Every song's got Tool-ish.
It's got the signature.
Kind of, signature
feel.
and sound. At the chorus, it's got a beauty to it.
Yeah.
At the beginning here, it's very melodic, but soft, but still beautiful. If that makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
So
I like that. Good feedback.
That's kind of how I
Good feedback.
saw the beginning of this song.
Good feedback.
thus far. So
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing right off the bat in this song versus Numa is just the melody. The melody in this was written very, very well. We'll kind of dig into the lyrics here in a little bit, man. But just right now, the melody is what grabbed me.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it going. These riffs are great too, though, man.
Longing truth and soul.
Just the way this sounds.
Longing for another wind. Lurching to the fray, weapon out and belly in. Warrior
And that bass drum.
struggling,
It's just every time you listen to it, it just gets better and better, man.
consequential.
Right here.
Low, loud.
It's beautiful.
Bold and proud. Where I've been, but here I am.
Fire.
yeah, it's just yeah, man.
It's great. It's cool, man. They really.
Yeah, it's really take you on a journey, man, and it's just put together so well.
Beating chest and drums, beating giant bones again. Age old battle mind, weapon out and belly in.
Cold. Cold. It's just, yeah, go ahead.
Now,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say this really quick, man, and I know our subscribers and our viewers here can kind of relate to this. Guys, you ever talk to people in your personal life or just, at your job or you're out to eat or whatever the case may be, and you spark up a conversation about Tool? It's always 50-50. Either I love Tool or no, I just never really got into them. I think that is what I've heard the most. Not that I hate Tool. It's, I never really got into them. And I think the reason being, man, is because when they take you on this journey, man, I think you have to actively listen to Tool. You can't just casually listen to their music and
I agree.
appreciate it.
I agree.
I really think that that's what it is. So when you talk to certain people and they say, you know what, I really never got into them, I think because they don't really take the time, and this is just my assumption, so I don't want people crucifying me in the comments and shit. I just really think that they don't take the time to sit and listen and take in the song. This is not something that I believe you can listen to casually and appreciate. So I really wanted to bring that up, man, because when you're listening to this song and you hear all the little nuances and what they're doing and how they're orchestrating the whole song, it's very beautiful.
I just think the timing of how they incorporate things as well, knowing when
Yeah.
to, because I think initially these sort of vibrational riffs, initially to me were sort of almost like, again, it's like being in a zone, being in a sort of trance,
feel
like they
you.
always do. Again, that signature to Tool, but knowing when to add these elements in to kind of change up the pace a little bit, or adding the bass in. Maybe and even how they played the riffs were sort of quiet and then they intensified. So knowing when to sort of how they build and layer it is what you get when you start paying attention to it. It's a mood, right? It's a vibe. It's a sort of purpose for everything that they're doing here. So anyway, sorry. Let's keep it going, guys.
Out and belly.
You like it?
I like it.
You like it better than Numa so far?
No.
Okay, there we go.
But I do like
but
it.
I don't want to diminish this song. This song is great, and I'm not mad because I've heard this song in its totality, guys. But I'm not mad if anybody saying that they like this song better than Numa because it is different. They give you so many stark differences within those two songs, but they're both great in their own way.
Technically, in terms of just the musicianship in Numa, it was just on a different level. But I'm not so sure if I'm going to end up liking this more musically than Numa. Does that make sense? I think that from what it sounds like, and we're going to see, we're only 4 minutes in.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems like Numa's going to be their sort of masterpiece from a technical standpoint. But this, when we're thinking about, when I'm factoring in the melody, because I love melody. Everyone loves melody to a degree. But I really, really appreciate when someone comes in and captivates me with a great melody. That's grabbed me. The musicianship is still stellar in this, of course, as well, right? It's a different feel, a different vibe, and it's all deliberate, of course. And then I'm looking at the lyrics, and the song's titled Invincible. In verse 1, he starts off by saying, long in tooth and soul. And he's talking about this warrior who is trying to reclaim his past glory, is how I'm taking the song. And I think of Tool, and I think of them, and them having sort of this 13-year layoff. And I'm wondering if it's just a metaphor for where they are, you know what I mean, or how they're looking at themselves, because I would imagine that the anticipation for this, right? Well, not imagine, I know the anticipation for this album was crazy. So in the creation of this, I'm thinking like, were they really concerned if they were be able to live up to those expectations? So I'm still kind of piecing the lyricism together, but that's how it feels to me, man. It seems like this is Tool speaking on their sort of circumstances. Like, is this going to be the last hurrah to a band that were once revered and still are revered as sort of rock gods? And when they were writing this song, where they're factoring in their situation, like, man, we've been gone once removed here for 13 years now. You know what I mean? Now we're trying to come back and still reclaim our past glory. Not sure, but that's kind of how I feel. So I'm factoring in the lyrics, I'm factoring in the melody, and I'm in addition to the musicianship, and I'm saying, I don't know. Like, Numa is to me gonna be that gem on the album from a pure musical, like technical standpoint. But I don't know if I would end up preferring this one overall, just because of these other elements that I'm looking at, right? The lyrics and then the melody, in addition to the musicianship. So, sorry guys for the long pause. Let's keep it going now. let him start it though, man.
This is nasty.
We know how he gets.
This is nasty,
We know
though.
how Danny gets out here,
So I'm
man.
saying I'm not mad at anybody saying that they like this the best on the album. No, I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is nasty. It is nasty. And the more times I hear it, man, we said that before. It's just you gotta give credit where credit's due.
I feel like this song
just-
seems to be checking every box
Yeah.
for me.
I
You know what
get
I'm
it.
saying? Like I know that, and Numa's great. Numa again to me is just probably the best I've heard from Tool from a technical standpoint. But when I factor in the melody, now we're still getting great drumming. Of course, we've been getting great drumming the entire time. But we can kind of start.
But now
starting
he's
to
getting in
hear-
his bag.
He's starting to get loose a little
Yeah.
bit. You know, Danny's starting to get loose. And then the riffs are wonderful. The bass is always great with him. I think Maynard sounds great on this, melody wise. I'm just like it's checking a lot of boxes. Is my point. So I don't know if I'm gonna think this is the best on the album, but it may be my favorite so far that I've heard. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I've heard Descending as well. I've heard Descending, Fear Inoculum, obviously Numa. Now this.
Yeah.
So those are the songs I've heard. So let's keep it going though, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's keep it going, man. We are thoroughly enjoying this one. Let's bring it back though, because Danny was getting a little
Yeah,
loose.
that was nasty.
Getting a little loose.
Hey.
How they transition to that was disgusting. Every time.
Yeah. That's man, you hear this?
Y'all thinking we playing around with these reactions.
That
man.
is nasty though. That is so fucking
Y'all
nasty.
y'all think that this shit is like fabricated? These reactions, that is really nasty to us. We don't play with
Golly.
this shit, man. It deserves us to stop again.
Yeah,
that
dude.
was disgusting. How
Just-
they transition in.
That was like 2 or 3 different transitions
Dude.
right there. Did you hear that? That was crazy. But the way it was done was beautiful.
Man.
It was that's elite level. When we talk about, because we say we love transitions on this channel, which we do, but when we see that done like that, and I know I'm just gonna say this shit because I know I'm gonna get killed in the comments. But the bottom line is the way that you transition, it should be a skill to it. It shouldn't just come out of nowhere. I don't like that shit. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about me. I don't like that
don't
shit
like
to come
that
out of
shit.
from nowhere. Gojira does it good, and Tool is phenomenal at that as well. Rush is phenomenal at that too. You know, so I just think when we're talking about bands and we're talking about these odd time signatures and shit like that, I think that people like it just because it's different. Like, oh well, you just don't get it because it's an odd time signature, but that was dope. No, if the shit don't sound good to me, it's my opinion. This shit, the way Tool does it, they do it in a way that it makes sense. Even though it's odd it's still odd. It's got the odd time signature, but you're like, you know what? That's dope though. It's not just coming out of nowhere that we've heard some bands is gonna name nameless. We're not gonna name them right now, but dude, you got to give credit where credit's due. Say it again.
I was gonna name a couple, but never mind. We're being nice today. So you're piecing it all together. That's what happens with Tool. It's just like the music is so mellow and sort of subdued that it allows you to
You can miss what's happening.
you can miss what's
Very
happening
easily.
and you can also honestly not get distracted by things as well. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
true.
it allows you to, because sometimes I feel like I like something so much in a song that I only want to hear that. You guys have seen that with the drumming.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just like the drumming. I mean, oh yeah, they were good with the riffs, but I like the drumming. Everything was
This is
at a high
nasty.
level right in this spot right
This is
here.
nasty, though.
The music changed, high level drumming, the chorus, the intensity of the chorus grabs you.
Yeah.
The bass gets crazy. So
Everything.
let's keep it going, guys.
You're right. You're murdering it. Yeah. Oh my God. They just rock you into that shit. It's crazy. Yeah, it's nasty. Yeah.
I need to get creative with the editing. We need to get creative because I want to go crazy over the riffs. And Ryan was talking about the drumming in this one section. I wish we could just put 4 boxes and shit. We should just hire an editor.
Check. Yeah,
We're gonna like hire an editor and stop being like.
I'm telling you, huh?
Because I want us to have 4 boxes, be like 2 of me and 2 of Ryan.
Yeah.
Going crazy on each individual
That's true.
aspect of this song.
Because that would give the visualization to further edify what we're saying.
Yep.
It really brings it to the forefront.
It
of
does.
what they're doing.
It does, because as Ryan was talking about the drumming, I'm thinking about the intensity of the riffs. The and he's but Ryan's talking about the rhythm, or just the fills that he heard right in there with the drumming as well. And then I'm also thinking about the bass. And I think when you go into the individual aspects of the song and then you step back from it, and then it starts to really swallow you, essentially.
Immersed. It's
Pause.
just very very immersive.
It's very immersive. That's a better word. Thank you. Pause on the swallow. You guys get the point. This shit is hot. Let's keep it going. Time signature.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Just nasty. It is nasty. You know what, man?
Nah, let's let it rock. That's crazy. We're only 6 minutes. It's only like it's still like 5 minutes ago.
Hey. They could have ended the song right there.
Yeah, that was
They really could've.
shit in. This is cold.
You know what, man? And you know why I'm laughing so badly, though, George? You know why I'm laughing? It's because I've heard this song and I'm like, yeah, they fuck with Numa. But now I'm like, you know what? I don't know, man. I don't know, because every time you hear a Tool song, man, and I'm kind of mad because when we did Fear Inoculum as well, but when we did Numa, that was our first listen. And as I've heard that song, I fell in love with this song like to a deeper level with Numa. And I've heard Invincible probably 2 or 3 times, you know, while I'm in the gym or whatever the case may be, just letting it play out. But I'm listening to it now, man, and I'm like, dude, you know, I'm not. I said this at the beginning. I'm not mad at anybody saying that Invincible is the best song on the album. But now I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just so torn, man. I hate doing comparisons because I just really like Numa a lot. But I got to give credit where credit's due, man. They are murdering this song.
This is crazy.
Murdering it. And that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, man. No, they are. That's it. Let's get back to it. No, but no, this the tension that they built here, because I was gonna have, because I was like, I hope that they, obviously now that I'm looking at the time, I knew that there's gonna be some other dynamics they were gonna add into the song, but I was like, I hope they don't end the song like this. With the I like those riffs, the but I wanted the drums to come in with more intensity to add to those nasty riffs.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they gave me. So I was like, thank you for bringing those drums in, because if they had ended the song without adding the sort of the thump, I guess you could say. But Tool being the perfectionist that they are, they gave me that.
Yeah.
They gave me that
Hey.
right? I was like, this is cool, but don't end it like that. So that's what they're giving us, man. This is just excellent, man. See, this is cool. But I'm like, don't end it.
Yeah, exactly. Right there.
Now it's just
When it got into the groove of that. Yeah. It's nasty.
see that cymbal work too. See that cymbal?
Wow. Yep. They keep you guessing. Yeah, that shit's just nasty. It is nasty. It is nasty.
And then the bass is just.
Yeah, it's working. It's working as hell. I said this shit was something to get it. This shit ain't something at all.
What do you say? Now they're just showing off.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
They're just showing off. Now y'all just flexing on us, man.
Let me
You know what
give you
I'm
some
saying?
more.
Now y'all flexing on us. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody, you know, you're playing your little brother one-on-one or some shit. You just destroy him.
Yeah, they just throw it behind his back.
Yeah,
and fucking just-
bouncing the ball off his head
Yeah.
and shit. Like they doing and one moves and shit now. That could have been done
Yeah.
right there.
The funny
It
part
could
of
have been done at when you had said it
Yeah.
could have been done at 6
At
minutes.
6 minutes,
and would
yeah.
still been an
Yep.
incredible song.
Yep.
This is overkill, but
they're flexing on us.
overkill.
Yeah.
But great though. Awesome.
Keep it going. Can you imagine hearing this shit loud and intensity and hitting those drums? It'd be crazy.
This is heavy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was it.
It ain't.
You know what, man? And George, I apologize, man, because
Apologize to me?
Yeah, because the beginning of this reaction/review for me, I've heard this song a couple times, but hearing it now and really trying to and really just dedicating the time and purpose that it takes to enjoy a Tool song, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about at the beginning of the video. So I apologize to everybody because this song is incredible, and I'm not mad at anybody saying it's the best song on the album, but one of the things that I think you really have to do with this band, man, other than really just immerse yourself in the music, is I think you have to listen to Tool on good equipment. I really believe that, because when I was in the gym, and I've heard this song, like I said, 2 times prior to this.
I can listen to this shit on a motherfucking Nokia,
No.
a Nokia 800, and still be like,
No.
correct.
What the fuck
To
is
your
what's a Nokia 800? First of all, what the fuck is that?
I made that shit up. It sounds old as hell. But to your point, yes, listening to them on a does a Nokia 800 exist? You know, but on a Razor, motherfucker, fucking Motorola Razor, and this shit's still gonna hit. But to your point, Ryan, yes, listening to Tool on great equipment does take it to a different level. Sorry about that. Continue.
No, that's it, dude. That's it. I just really feel that way, man, because you know, we try to invest in good equipment, guys, so that way we can. I can't even get it out.
Nokia 800. So fucking, that was silly.
That's funny though. Because I was like, what the fuck? Because I was like, no, because I wasn't going to talk about that. But I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is the Nokia?
You were going along with it like it was actually existed and shit. Like, no, not a Nokia. Wait, what the fuck is a Nokia?
Listening to this song and Tool in general on good equipment really kind of emphasizes what's going on. It really gives you more of an immersive type of feeling in the song, dude.
Yeah.
So I strongly suggest investing in some good speakers, guys, good equipment, and listen to this album or any Tool song on good equipment. Because come to think about it, the people that I said at the beginning of this video, where like people's like, oh, you know, I never really got it. Them some broke motherfuckers that don't have good equipment. That's why they don't like Tool. Gotta step your game up, motherfucker. Then you'll know good music. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll know good music. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
All right, I'm done, man.
This sounds like they took 13 years to create.
It does.
really does. It sounds like they said, nope,
Do it again.
do that shit again. Nope.
Do it again.
Do that again. And they got it right. But guys, getting back into the lyrics, man, because as I was kind of listening to the song, I was really trying to channel what they were going for in this song. And, you know, as I mentioned, man, I'm thinking of the album Fear Inoculum, and I'm thinking of the title of the song Invincible. And then I'm really looking at where they're trying to go here with the lyrics. Even down here, and this was after the instrumental break here, he was saying, tears in my eyes, chasing Ponce de Leon's phantoms, right? Ponce de Leon was a Spanish explorer looking for the fountain of youth. Yeah. So you you're starting to get into the nuance of the lyricism. You're like, oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. How he referenced Ponce de Leon as it relates to this warrior trying to reclaim past glory.
Yeah.
And then you relate that to the metaphor relating to Tool, maybe, wanting to reclaim past glory or trying to...
Yeah.
Invincible can be taken different ways.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It can be taken like this. These guys in general, just in life, they're reflecting on. I don't know how old these guys are. I don't know. You know, let us know in the comments, I guess. But as you get older, you start to reflect on your own mortality.
Absolutely.
Right? And not just the mortality just of your life, just the mortality of your career.
Yep.
So it just seems like it's a reflection of the mortality that they're facing. Like, this could be the end, right? We've been doing this for 20 plus years. We've been rock gods. And it took us 13 years to create this. Is this the last effort from us? You know what I mean?
Because I guarantee you the amount of stress and time and effort.
We read that. We read that in the wiki, I believe, the first time, where or I don't know if we put that on video. We may have cut that out, honestly. But we did read the wiki that it was tough to get them all in the same place and with the same sort of ideologies to kind of come together to create this. So
for all we know, they could have been in the studio like, this is it. I ain't going through this again.
I'm about to deal with his crazy ass. I ain't dealing with his crazy ass.
Exactly.
So when I think of them, you know, the song Invincible and their Fear Inoculum, I think it's just, I feel like once you sort of realize that death is imminent, right? Where it's coming for all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's inevitable.
Yep.
Once you embrace that, maybe then you feel invincible. That's another way to look at it, because you've embraced it.
Yep.
You know,
there's nothing to fear anymore.
Exactly.
Fear inoculum.
Fear inoculum, right? So it's the immunity against fear. And I'm looking at it like, again, they're facing their own mortality and they're realizing that maybe they're not Invincible, right? That maybe they're not what they once were in certain categories.
Yep.
But this is their last sort of hurrah.
Hurrah, yeah.
So when you start factoring in all that's going into the music, man, you start looking at all the detail and how meticulous they are with just every section here and just the lyricism and then the melody and everything is just so deliberate and just well thought out, man. You start to realize, man, these guys are on Andromeda somewhere, man.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
just special.
Yes,
excellent,
sir.
excellent song. Might end up being my favorite on the album. It might end up being my favorite Tool song, period.
Yeah,
I said
dude.
that about Numa, and I
was
went
incredible.
back, and I went back.
Yeah.
And I listened to Lateral Listen. I listened
Yeah,
to
the Pod.
and the Pod, and Numa held up.
Yeah,
Just keeping it real.
Numa is dope.
Numa held up, and Invincible's gonna
This
hold
is dope,
up.
too.
So that's the end video, guys. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, we have a Patreon channel. If you're interested, it will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's right, Las Vegas.
We out.
We out.